What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninjas Top 5 Filthiest Pitches of the Day. And as always, we're going to start with the honorable mentions. Let's start out with Tanner Scott. Had this dotted fastball and absolutely wicked sliders king the side of the ninth for those who stayed up to watch that game. Also have Tyler Ferguson for this wicked sinker. And Max Meyer for his sliders. I mean, just all of them. He had 8 Ks in 6 innings. Gave up 3 runs. I also love this where he made an adjustment to his slider grip between innings with the pitching coach. My top 5 filthiest pitches of the day. At number 5, Chris Bassitt for both his breaking balls as well as his two-seamers, including this front door two-seamer. He had 10 strikeouts in 5 scoreless innings, giving up 3 hits. I know it was against the Braves, so it doesn't really count. But still an outstanding outing. And, Will, do you know who leads MLB in ERA? It's Chris Bassitt, Will.
Friend of the program, Chris Bassitt, Ninja.
5 minutes later, Will comes to his senses and realizes what we're talking about. At number 4, we have Brandon Pfaadt for this absolutely gorgeous backdoor sweeper. 19 inches back to the plate, perfectly painted. He had 6 Ks and 5 2/3 innings, giving up 1 run. And his sweeper looked really good. At number 3, I have Justin Slaten for these hammer curveballs. I mean, this is pure filth. At number 2, Jhoan Duran, again making the countdown 2 days in a row for his sweeper, a new sweeper he has. Like, he freaking should be adding pitches, and especially nasty ones. Like, dude already has a Splinker, 100+ mile an hour fastball, and a hammer curveball, and then adds a sweeper. And I did an overlay of this sweeper and his Splinker. And you're going to need an extra long bat to be able to cover this. Return that sweeper to the sweeper store. It's the best I got, Will.
It's not bad.
Oh, sorry. And at number 1, Mason Miller for absolutely annihilating the side with overpowering fastballs and wicked sliders. I did an overlay of a 101 mile an hour fastball and this slider, added tails to them. And look at this. They freaking crisscross. What are you going to do here? And, Will, what will crisscross make you do?
Applesauce, Ninja.
Jump! Jump! Daddy Mac will make you jump, jump. And Mac Daddy will make you jump, jump. Did you ever realize that they just switched their names? Because, like, Criss-cross, and they switched the names, Mac Daddy and Daddy Mac.
You know, believe it or not, Ninja, I had never done a deep dive into Jump by Criss-cross, but now that I know, I won't ever forget.
Now on the Ninja Notes, Spencer Strider made his debut this year in the major leagues. He had 5 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 runs. My takeaway was his slider looked really good, picked up a bunch of swings and misses on it. Velo down a little bit, which is understandable, just coming back, don't want to push it. The big thing for me was his changeup. He threw the lowest spin rate changeup he has ever thrown in his career in this game, and this thing just dives. Believe he is now throwing a kick change, which is the new fad in the major leagues. And you can go check out our video on kick changes if you feel like it. This is the first time he's thrown a changeup under 1,700 RPMs in his career. But anyway, you can see Strider's face here. He kind of knows that this was downright filthy. I mean, this is a good takeaway because he may lean into that changeup a little more, may become a little bit more of a pitcher versus an overpoweringer. Also, I did this comparison of his mechanics from 2025 yesterday versus 2023, both from the Rogers Center, both against Vlad Jr., both fastballs about the same speed. You can see he looks virtually identical. You could not tell a difference other than the fact I think he strides a little bit more open now, which may lower his arm a tiny bit. Probably to get his hips through a little bit or just an inadvertent change. Tell me if you see any other differences. Also in Ninja Notes, Bryce Miller had 8 Ks in 5 scoreless innings, giving up 3 hits and was filthy as always. David Festa was nasty with 6 Ks and 4 1/3 scoreless innings and had these wicked sliders, including his back foot slider. Nick Pivetta had 6 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run. His ERA this year, 1.57. Bobby Miller was back, showcased big stuff, but gave up big runs. Gave up 6 runs in 3 innings, but had 7 Ks. Sean Newcomb had 4 Ks and 4 2/3 scoreless innings. Patrick Corbin had 6 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run. I did not expect to be featuring Patrick Corbin today, but it's what I got. Jose Quintana had 4 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 1 run. Steven Matz was back and had 5 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 hits and 1 run. Bailey Falter had 2 Ks in 7 scoreless innings. And Mitchell Parker had 6 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run. I also love this. We have Shota Imanaga learning from Yu Darvish. Yep, the throwing philosopher learning grips from the pitch grip scientist. Think they might be talking about a two-seamer here? Could be. Hey, Will, do you want to touch on some dongs?
Absolutely, Ninja. We'll kick it off with the classic Shohei Laser Show. Show my God. He bashed this one 448 Ninjas. Longest of the season, 6th longest for anybody of the season. Just a Shohei moonshot, and he knows he spanked it here. Next, Ninja, we're celebrating Cal Raleigh castrating career homers number 99 and 100. And Ninja, this was an ambidextrous assault, bashing these baseballs from both sides of the plate. He's now got 7 homers of the year. You know who else has 7 homers of the year? The man who's getting the dong of the day, and that's Aaron Judge, because he blasted this classic Judge Jack. But Ninja, I'd also like to point out that we know he murders baseballs over the fence, but he's batting .409 with a .519 on base percentage, and we have a pretty decent chunk of the season right now. Do I think he's the next Ted Williams? Not necessarily, but he's been steadily climbing his batting average over the years, and he is an absolute savage, and he's already running away with the AL Cy Young Award, according to FanDuel.
I would be interested to see if he wins the AL Cy Young Award, because it's hard to imagine him being getting on the pump.
It looks like our research interns actually got that one wrong, and he is actually leading in the AL MVP race again. That's your dime.
And now my pitching ninja moment of Zen. Vlad Jr. was pretty relieved to hit his first home run of the year.
About fucking time.
My picks of the day today, I'm going to take Edward Cabrera for 5 Ks or more, and then take Tanner Bybee for 5 Ks or more. What would your picks of the day be?